Yeah, let's do it.
It's easy to sum it up. We're talking about practice.
Because it's about as casual as it gets.
What's the problem now?
That's a clown question, bro.
I think we ought to see them beating them at least.
World champions!
Start playing with some jam in here. Let's go.
Philadelphia, looking as only you can look. Woo!
Here we go, here we go.
I would have guaranteed that AJ would be the one that wants to dump it on Sirianni.
Let's see.
And Devontae, and
With the instinct.
either way.
Uh-oh. Good move there.
Oh.
Great maneuver.
A little okey doke.
The best shower Nick Sirianni will ever have.
And welcome to an all-new edition of the Philly Podcast, sponsored and brought to you by the Broken Bell Network and the Monkey'sUncle.net. I am Eric Perugini. This is Chris Lahiff. And tonight we will be talking about, of course, the best play in football, the tush push. We'll be talking about the Eagles versus Kansas City Chiefs game where the Eagles beat them in KC. So, Chris, what's going on, man? How are you?
I am so disgusted that grown adults are still arguing over a football play.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I don't know if amazing is the word I would use, to be honest with you.
Dude, I find it funny.
I don't get it.
I do. I find it funny. It's a bunch of grown men crying over a football play. The most football play there is in football. It is. They always say it's the battle of the trenches. You win the games in the trenches, and we've said it before in this show. That is the most in the trenches play there is. It is, and all of a sudden, because people can't beat it. They don't like it. They want to get rid of it.
Yeah, and you know, it's now the new thing is it can't be officiated. Like it can be officiated. Like let's go. Let's stop acting like. Let's listen. I'm not gonna sit here and say the Eagles didn't false start a couple times. They did. They got away with it.
They did.
Like. It is what it is, but let's not act like the Chiefs weren't offsides.
Yeah, they were just as guilty. Yeah, they were. They were just as guilty, and it came down to because you're seeing it all over the internet with the play, and there's the Eagles, they were over the line, they were over the neutral zone. Well, so were the Chiefs. The Chiefs were trying to defend the play. They were taking liberties. It all comes down to the refs didn't call it. That's all. They didn't call it.
Yeah, it's easy. It goes back to what do I always say about Philadelphia fans. You know, it's easy to say that Eagles fans threw snowballs at Santa. It's a lazy narrative. Like, come on.
Very.
Look at that play.
There it is.
Look, you're gonna tell me they're not offsides and we're not offsides? And for the idiots out there, the center is allowed to line up underneath the football with his helmet.
Yep.
Go look
the
at
center
the rule book.
Oh, the center is.
Like, I am tired of the grown adults.
Well, again, it all comes down to just do your research. Look at the play. Follow up on the play. Look into it. You'll see that the center's allowed to do that. Now, the Chiefs aren't, but no. So, technically, the Eagles didn't do anything wrong right there.
And there ain't no way in hell. I am going to let a Chiefs fan complain about the officiating. There ain't no way in hell. I'll let you lead with that.
Well, I mean, look, they became the darlings of the NFL for the longest time, and by rights, they were winning games, they were kicking ass and taking names, and they benefited from it. The NFL saw something in Patrick Mahomes. They wanted to make him the new face of the NFL once Tom Brady finally called it a career, and they got the benefit of the doubt on many calls in many games. I can't take the hypocrisy with NFL fans. Look how long the friggin' New England Patriots got away with stuff. Because Tom Brady, he was the face of the NFL. He was the guy. So, oh God, it just annoys me when I hear people complaining about the non-calls or the refs and all that. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah, and it is what it is. And to the idiots out there who think the Chiefs are cooked after being 0 or starting out 0-2, knock it off. Grow up. The Chiefs still have Patrick Mahomes. They still have Andy Reid. They're still going to make the playoffs. And if you don't think they're going to make the playoffs, then you probably shouldn't be talking. They could not make the playoffs. But Patrick Mahomes is still one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, whenever you have one of the top quarterbacks in the league, you literally are always in play for the playoffs. Whether it's a wild card or you have a first round bye, you're always in play for it. So it's as long as they have Patrick Mahomes on that team, I'm never going to count them out. And not to mention that right now they are missing two of their top wide receivers. They're two top wide receivers. Would these games be different if Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice were playing? Yeah, they'd be a little different. I want to say they'd be different.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So we had. I'm gonna say it. I think we had a GOAT soundbite.
2-0 start to the season. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are about to start 0-2.
Dude, he's like.
I think the Eagles broke Chris Jones. I don't think we broke the Chiefs. I think the Eagles broke Chris Jones.
Yeah. He definitely was losing his mind over the fact that Jalen Hurts barely had 100 yards. Didn't think he had 100 yards, which he did have over 100, but it broke him. You're right. They broke him for the simple fact that he couldn't believe that the starting quarterback didn't have 100 yards passing and they were going to lose that game to them.
Yeah, I just I sit there and I think like everyone says, oh, the Eagles broke the Chiefs. I mean, I don't think the Eagles, but the Chiefs are still a good football team. I really think I think like how can you say that as an NFL football player to a game you just lost? How can you say that? I don't get it. Like, you've been in the league since what, 2013 or no, since 2016. So you've done nothing but win, realistically. You've been to the AFC Championship game multiple times. You've done this, you've done that. You don't really you didn't really feel what defeat felt like. And if you did, it was like, it was like you lost to Tom Brady, but you lost to Tom Brady. Like, losing to Tom Brady, that's fine. And you lost 31-9. You didn't have an offensive lineman. And then you got your absolute dicks kicked in by the Philadelphia Eagles on national TV. It was 34-0. It was 40-6 in the third quarter. The 2-minute warning hadn't even started, and they dumped the Gatorade on top of Sirianni. I think that's the thing. I think that's... Was it 253? Somebody remembers it.
Yep.
I was really drunk. I remember the whole thing with the Super Bowl. But like I don't think the Eagles broke the team. I think they broke Chris Jones. Because that was a bitch ass thing to say. I'm sorry. Like that's you can't talk shit when you're literally losing. And for people to sit there and say that, you know, the Eagles didn't have a really good offensive day, they did not have a good passing game. You know, Saquon Barkley had 88 yards rushing. He averaged 4 yards a carry without Dallas Goedert. I think people forget how important Dallas Goedert is to this team. Grant Calcaterra, he can't block. And I haven't seen this video, but this new guy that they signed, this new fullback. Do you know who I'm talking about? He replaced Ben. I can't say his name.
Ramamussen, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Let me see. God, why can't I find it? Anyway, keep going. I'm gonna find this guy's name.
Yeah, Calcaterra just cannot block.
Oh, Cameron Lato. I'm gonna
Didn't
see if
even
I
know
can
his
find
name.
Didn't even know his name. You keep talking about the blocking.
Yeah, I mean, like that's where they miss Goddard. Like Dallas Goedert, he can block and then he can separate and get open. Like he was sorely missed in that game. And I never thought that I would say that about Dallas Goedert because he's always, to me, Dallas Goedert's always been flighty. It's like you hear about him and he performs, or you hear about him and you're like, where'd he go? Like he can absolutely dominate when he wants to. Like, and we saw it last year. I forget what game it was where he stiff armed dude like 3 times in a row as he's running into the end zone. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a good end to the season.
Yeah, that was.
But yeah, like Calcaterra has to work on his blocking though. That is a major part of his game that he needs to work on, especially if Dallas Goedert misses extended time.
Yeah, and I also think I actually put a lot of blame on the Eagles front office staff because you know Dallas Goedert is injury prone. He is.
Yes. Yep.
It's just part of who he is. And to not draft anybody, not make an attempt to like get him, that's a malfeasance on their front office. I know they've done good with all their other stuff. You know, we'll get into what they've done good on, but not having him was crazy.
Mm-hmm. It absolutely was. And I honestly did not realize how important Goddard was to the passing game, other than just receiving the football. Not a clue until that. I was like, oh man, he is missed. I was like, he is sorely missed.
Yeah, he's missed. And then who else do you have? Barkley, like I said, he had a 13-yard touchdown run. Obviously the passing game isn't, you know, where we want it to be, but they're still 2-0. Like they're still not stopping. They're still not stopping them. They're still not stopping Saquon. I don't.
Oh yeah.
If they were 0-2, then yeah.
Yeah. That is the beauty of having Saquon Barkley like behind this offensive line. There's so much that he can do. He's so dangerous, and it's literally just completely awesome watching him play. I love it. It is so good.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. You know, AJ Brown, you know, couple yards is what it is. He's not losing his mind like they want him to.
Right.
I love that. And then Devontae Smith, man, that dude just comes up clutch.
He really does. He really does. Yeah, he does. He comes up real clutch when you need him. He's got like hands of glue. He really does. They just the ball hits his hands and he is just there. I love it. What was I just gonna say? I just lost my train of thought real fast. But yeah, Devontae Smith, he could easily be a number one on most teams in this league. And I love the fact that we got him. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh. What are you looking up?
Nope. Sorry, I was muted. Listen, he's our guy. I love Devontae Smith. He's a huge compliment to AJ, obviously. Even Jahan Dotson had a couple, good plays. I'm surprised. Are you surprised with Jahan Dotson?
I'm really not. I think he just had to be put in a better system to be effective. And I really do feel that with the Eagles, he's found a spot where he has an actual defined role. He's got a quarterback that will be able to get him the ball, which it's absolutely funny to say that about Jalen Hurts because apparently people think he can't play quarterback. He does so much more stuff than just throw the ball. But no, Jahan Dotson is in a better spot. He literally is like Kenny Pickett. Like Kenny Pickett, right before the season started, he was asked about playing with Pittsburgh. I mean, with the Eagles, and he literally took a shot at the Steelers, and he said, "Oh well, I was taught how to play the position properly," And I'm like, "Damn, that's shots fired right there at the coaching staff and everybody."
What? All right, so I found the video. Watch this video.
The Eagles have second down at the 5. When Jalen Hurts kicks up his foot here and he waves in the rookie Cameron Latu. Never played in an NFL game in his life. Played 6 snaps. This is the best block I saw all day by anybody. Bam! Like he hits a Menahu and he drills a Menahu into the end zone. And Saquon runs right behind him. Like you watch this hit. You watch this head snap. Like Latu said, you know what? If I only play one play in my life, bam! I'm going to go bam! I'm going to go hit him with some bam! And buckle him. And I'm going to take him right into the end zone. Latu gave a whole lot of Latu to Omenahu right there. They got down to the goal line. Push the next play. The Eagles have second down at the.
Did you see that dude's leg buckle when he got hit?
Dude, he got rocked.
His leg buckled, his head snapped. He got taken back. I love it. Love it.
And like I said, it's one of those things you don't see. So I'm like, I think with playing the Eagles, I think you need to know that you're going to get smacked. You're going to get punched. Like you're going to get punched in your mouth. You're going to get punched in the face. And it's wild. Eagles win 2017. Obviously, key play is, is the interception by Makuba. And if you go back and you watch like Travis Kelce the last couple of years when he lines up and no one touches him. He just goes, he runs his route and he gets open. Against the Eagles, he was getting chipped by Cooper DeJean. Zach Bond was hitting him. Jahad Campbell was hitting him. Like I'm hoping and I'm hoping that teams take a look at that and be like, oh, this is how you stop Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Kelce was I don't know. What did you think of him in the game? Was he him? I don't think he's been himself. Now, I have him in fantasy, And I'm like, all right, this guy, like, I got him like the 10th round. It was awesome value in a PPR league, super flex. And I thought, man, this guy's really fallen. I need to get a tight end. And he was there. I was like, everyone's like, oh, he's not going to do nothing this year. I was like, I don't care. He's a 10th round pick. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to still be the number one target fantasy-wise. He's not going to get, things. Oh, I got to. So, we've come full circle. Would you say the Eagles have come full circle since Andy Reid left, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that 100%.
Okay, so I posted this video, and it only got 1,000 views, and I was shocked. But I'm okay with it. And it's a parody, so I don't know if you remember, but Joe Conklin made it.
Oh, how they were like better off with, like, they'll never win with Andy Reid.
I remember when you screwed up the first time. 14 years later is enough. Cause like you hadn't had a sack in a month. And you say you'll do a better job. What? Then you come out.
And it's funny. We've
Remember
come full
that.
circle. Because now Travis Kelce is with Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift's with the Chiefs. Eagles got 2 Super Bowls. Andy's got 3. Like, we've come full circle. But so, all right, so the Eagles win 2017. I think Makuba and Campbell, I know Campbell's your guy. They're looking like the real deal after 2 games. We got that. Got some, like the Giants gave the Cowboys a run for their money.
Yeah, they did. The freaking Giants.
And I don't want to say it because I don't wish it upon anybody. But the way they're going, Jaden Daniels could very well be RG3. He's got a knee sprain and he might miss this week. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, Mariota. He's the backup. And to be quite honest with you, for their offensive they run, Mariota is the type of athletic quarterback that they need to run that offense. But at the same time, it's Marcus Mariota. He's a backup for a reason. I mean, now you want to talk about backups? Everyone's favorite backup in Philly gets his chance to start in Minnesota. You believe it? Dude, he's now getting a chance to start for 6 different teams.
There was a time, and I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, that I said Carson Wentz was better than Dak Prescott. Argued that Carson Wentz was better than Dak Prescott.
I remember that.
And he was for 3
I'm not going to lie. He was for 3 years. And trust me, I'm not going to lie. I literally was like agreeing with you. I'm like, yeah, I mean, from what we saw, this kid was on his way to being something great. Yes, he's way better than friggin' Dak Prescott at that time. And then, football.
Yeah, and then there's a good chance Carson could start against the Eagles.
Could you imagine that?
Oh my God, dude, you have no idea.
That's actually amazing.
Somebody had posted some video about Carson Wentz. I wish I would have found it and sent it to you. And it was like, they're still on the Wentz train. And I'm like, dude, it's been fucking 5 years.
Yeah, you got to get off that train.
Dude, we've been to 2 Super Bowls, 1-1. The Wentz wagon's over. Wentz did his job for us. He got us the number 1 seed, and then his trade got us all those picks, which built our roster into what it is now. Thank you. But I have nothing else to say to you. I do want to see the guy succeed, though.
I mean, what's that?
I do want to see him succeed. He's a genuinely good Christian person.
Yeah, he really is. I'd love to see him I'd love to see him do well for Minnesota. I mean, I still, I'm not going to say I'm a believer in Carson Wentz, but I can never really truly give up on the guy because I saw what he could be. He was on the potential of greatness, and for things to happen the way they did, and how it all ended here, I literally was like, oh God. And I just go back to that ever famous clip of Doug Peterson talking to John Lynch, and they're talking about Carson Wentz, and Doug Peterson literally saying that, oh yeah, that he could be great, if we don't screw him up. And the kid got hurt, and then they went and screwed him up. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, while the Eagles screwed him up, I mean, he also screwed himself. Like, he couldn't stay healthy, and when you can't stay healthy, in the NFL, it's not for long. So your replacement will be drafted.
Yeah, they're waiting. Well, dude, like, I was so excited when Carson Wentz finally got to start a playoff game. So excited, and then boom, just like that, it was gone. I was like, oh, But now looking back on it, now, I don't think the Eagles would have won the Super Bowl if Carson Wentz had stayed healthy that entire season.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think so now. I mean, I'm really thinking that the big game may have been too much for him. He could have flamed out at that Super Bowl.
Could have turned into Shane Falco.
Shane
Yeah,
Falco.
and it's funny. It's funny you bring in the playoff game, and the guy who hit him so hard that Carson Wentz forgot how to play football signed with the Cowboys the other day. So,
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I guess we'll see.
Hey, that's awesome. Impact. Good for him.
Do you think of an impact like the Zadarius Smith? Because that dude was all over the place for the Eagles. Like, that was insane.
That was a great pickup. That was such a great pickup. Dude, I was like, and Howie does it again. I was like, here we go. But yeah, he was all over the field.
Obviously, I'm going to give Howie credit, but like, was Howie all over it, or was it just, I don't want to go to training camp, I don't want to go to preseason, I'm going to wait and see who's good after week one?
I mean, it could have been a situation like that. It 100% could have been. I mean, especially if like a player of that caliber just still sitting around. I don't know, but it's so good. It was so good. Oh my God, so good. I was just glad that the Eagles were able to perform better against the Chiefs and do their thing. So I was like, this is awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's switch gears. Let's go to Sunday's game. Obviously, we're home. We play the Rams. How do you see this game playing out? I think, I think the Chiefs game, it was a weird game. It was a September game, and it was 90 degrees in Missouri. That's rare.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be 73 at kickoff, maybe a couple of degrees warmer. But I just think, I think looking at it, it's 73. I don't have the hourly. So, but, I think it's going to be one for the ages, I think. I think it's going to be – I think the Rams are still pissed off. They're still salty.
Absolutely.
I don't feel sorry for them. I think the Eagles win. They're a 5-point favorite, I think. Let me see. But what do you think about the game?
Last time I saw, they were 5. I think this is going to be a tough game this year. I think it's going to be a tough game. You got The factor is you have a healthy Matt Stafford, who's not the same Matt Stafford that he has been in the past, but he's still effective. And you basically replace Cooper Kupp with Devontae Adams, and you have Puka Nakua, who that is a very formidable 1-2. So I want to say it would be funny if you see Jalen Hurts go gunslinging with Matt Stafford, even though I doubt that happens. But I honestly thought the trap game was not trap game. I thought the tough game was going to be Kansas City, and it was a tough game, and they wound up winning. I believe I said that I felt the Eagles were going to lose that game. I see the Eagles winning against St. Louis. I'm sorry, yeah, against the Rams. They got their number. I mean, Saquon loves to run against them, that's for sure. In 2 games last year, I think he ran for like 7,000 yards. So he was just like all over the field against them last year. So and I don't see nothing changing there unless they physically game plan for Saquon Barkley. And even then, I don't think they'll be able to stop him.
I think you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see a big. I think you're gonna see a big game from Jalen passing wise. Take him.
You think this is the game that?
Yeah, they don't have. One of their starting corners, Witherspoon, went on IR with a broken clavicle. So, and they were rotating corners in and out every day. So I don't know. I don't think it's if the Eagles, I mean, listen, let's be realistic. The Eagles played the Cowboys, they played the Titans, or the Eagles played the Cowboys, and then they played the Chiefs. They're no schlub in the park. The Rams struggled with the Texans. They beat them 14-9, and then they beat Tennessee 33-19. So you just got to if you can, you got to get Goddard involved in the passing game, and obviously AJ Brown involved in the passing game. Their starting corners are Emmanuel Forbes. Isn't that the guy that AJ Brown owned his entire life?
I believe so.
Right. So
I believe it was.
It was. So I don't, like I said, I don't think. I think it's going to be a good game. Listen, Matt Stafford still got it. I think they're going to figure something out. I think the passing game comes into effect now. Obviously, Saquon's still Saquon. I still think our line is
absolutely.
Like I said, and 14-9, 33-19. This is everyone's preseason, like right now. Like this is everyone's not up to par yet. I think this is the game where if they lose, they lose, but if they don't, you're gonna see some points by the Eagles. And I think they're gonna force them in the pass.
I agree with you on that.
That they're gonna force them in the pass and the ball, and then you can play whatever defense you want at that point if you're forcing them into passing. So, how about the Eagles and Chiefs game? Had 33.8 million viewers this week. That was
just this past week.
Yes, it was Fox's best ever regular season Sunday telecast, most watched week 2 telecast on record, and most watched September-October game ever. That's wild.
It is wild.
I think it.
I'll take it though.
I think a lot of it wanted to see if the Chiefs were done, and I wanted to see if a lot of it if they thought the Eagles were frauds. Listen, right now the easiest thing to do as an NFL fan is to hate the Eagles and the Chiefs. I mean, it really is. Like, let's be realistic. Go back the last 3 years. It's 2 of the 3 years. It's Eagles Chiefs. I think it's just easy to just hate them both. Right now. And I'm here for it. I'm gonna drink to it. I'm gonna drink my Gold Peak sweet iced tea.
That's funny. That's
So,
funny.
Yeah, so we got Dak and you got Chicago. You got Dallas and Chicago this week. I'm calling it right now. Chicago upset.
Chicago upset, huh? Okay. Yeah, I don't see the upset.
And then Washington's playing Atlanta. I'm going Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Atlanta could take out Washington easily.
And then the Chiefs versus the Giants. There's no way Mahomes loses to the Giants, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. If they somehow do, then the dynasty is officially over.
But you're just calling it.
Yeah. If they lose to them, then it's just over. It's just over. Kermit the Frog's gonna get mad and do his thing and whatever. Talk about this, talk about this. Don't get twisted. We're getting 3. Don't get twisted. Yeah, they twisted you all right, bitch. 6 times they twisted you.
Can we talk about Daniel Jones being 2-0 in Indianapolis?
And can we also talk about how he's 2-0 and balling the fuck out?
I didn't want to say it, but the fact that he's got 588 pass yards and no turnovers is remarkable.
It's crazy.
Is remarkable the word? I don't know.
Well, I mean, like for real, dude. Look at what happens when you actually go to a team that has a good QB coach, that has a better coaching staff. I mean, I was not expecting what he's doing to happen. What he's doing, I thought we were going to see the kind of like the same old, Danny Dimes, and that would be it. But yeah, man, he's making a fool out of people, a real fool.
It's wild, bro.
It's crazy.
And I think Shane Steichen is doing a really good job over there. Yeah,
he really is. I mean, you think about it. You look at what he's doing, and with the what's it called, the team he's got. Yeah, in the quarterback situation. They didn't know if it was going to be Anthony Richardson. They didn't know if it was going to be Daniel Jones. And I honestly thought it was going to be Anthony Richardson because he's such a young player. And yeah, no, but that's what they did. and he's really playing well. I'll give the guy a lot of credit. And I love watching the videos of the the Giants fans just crashing out over the fact that he's playing so well. Between Daniel Jones playing so well in Indianapolis and Saquon just literally wrecking shop in an Eagles uniform, they're so pissed. They're so pissed. And I love the crash outs. I love them.
Yeah, it's wild. They're crashing out.
It's so funny. It's so funny. There's this one guy. I have to find the video, but he's freaking out the entire time. Every single time something happens with Saquon touching the football, he'll be sitting there and he's like, you see the plays going, and Saquon's like starting to get a little bit of a long run, and he's like, every time this motherfucker touches the ball, and he's like going nuts, screaming. I absolutely love it.
Yep, I'll take it all day.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. It's the best. It's the best. So good. I love the crash outs. It's so fun. So fun to watch. Best times of my life, just sitting on TikTok watching it happen. Everything unfolding in real time. I love it.
How many people would you say, like, without looking up the consensus or the census, and you had to guess, how many people would you say are in America?
In America?
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I don't know. I can only say I can only go with what like the number is it gets reported, whatever the hell that is. Like I don't even know what the number would be, to be honest with you. Why? What was that?
Just give me a number.
I literally have no idea. I don't know, 4 billion?
So there's 4 billion people in America, and the Cincinnati Bengals can't find 5 fat dudes to protect Joe Burrow.
Oh my god. Dude, quarterbacks are falling like crazy.
Falling. I saw. What did I say? Let's see on Reddit. It was Joe Burrow, and it was him with his number 9 jersey, and like my quarterback has the same amount of toes as his quarterback's number. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ!
Oh my goodness. That's funny. That's funny.
But yeah,
Yeah,
man,
dude. Yeah, they got to protect Joe Burrow. They do. They have to. Like, if anything, and I hate to go back to this, but why aren't teams taking a play out of the Eagles playbook with the offensive and defensive lines? Why? Why hasn't anyone caught on to this yet? That it's a system that works. Beef up both your lines and look what the hell happens.
Dallas did, and look at them. Yeah, they did. They won. They got big guys up front. They got big guys on both sides of the ball. Unfortunately, they lost their starting center for 8 weeks.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, it's like we have Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz in week 2. Oh God,
that's absolutely terrible. Terrible.
But yeah, so we got that. Eagles are on at 1, so I say Eagles win by 4. Gonna go
4 touchdowns,
4 points.
Oh, I was like, what?
If they win by 4 touchdowns, they're going undefeated. Because the Rams are a good team.
Yeah, the Rams are pretty good.
The
Rams are pretty good. And I always sit back and I always forget about Kyren Williams. That's a hell of a running back.
As long as he's not fumbling.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say I have the Eagles winning, but I was going to do a full touchdown.
Okay, I like it. All right. Is
that all you got for tonight?
Yeah, that's all I got. Because if I talk about the tush push again, I'm going to punch something. I'm glad. Like I said in the backstage, I'm glad that everybody is united on social media and they're fighting about the tush push. There's too much negative stuff going on the X app. I'm glad we're all together and we're fighting about a football play. I am proud of that.
Well, I'm glad you're proud of that.
Let's heal America. Continually fight about the tush push.
Let's heal.
So what do we got going on the Broken Bell Network? What do we got Broken on?
So I guess that's it.
Yeah, what do we got going on the Broken Bell Network? We got Orange and Black.
Yep, they'll be having their second show this week. I still want to get Jamie and Keith together so they can figure this stuff out. And because it was weird. We had a little bit of a technical glitch for his show, for Jamie's show, but it went out. It went out over YouTube. So it's so we got that going on. It'll be week 2 of the Orange and Black podcast exclusively on the Broken Bell Network. Network from with Jamie Pascal from FlyersNittyGritty.com. And what else do we got? What do you guys have coming up for the Hall of Fame Club podcast? I mean, I know you guys have got to be talking about the Phillies.
We do have the Phillies. We have Kevin Reeby coming on next week. He wrote a book with
Just
Jack
went ahead
Fritz.
and
What's that? So what is it?
Nothing, man. Say nothing.
We got the Phillies podcast next week. We have Kevin Reeby on. He wrote a book, ringthebell.com, Ring the Bell book. It's about Phillies fans. We're have him on Wednesday, Tuesday, the 24th, 23rd. And apparently on Wheel of Fortune tonight, one of Jalen Hurts' quotes was on there. And it was the thing was, "What are you doing?"
Okay, what was that?
And his quote was, "Keeping the main thing the main thing." I like it. So
that's a good quote.
So let's recap. So Broken
That's
Bell
a very
Network.
good quote.
So we got the Broken Bell Network, which brings the Phillies podcast for Hall of Fame Club, which is the Phillies podcast. We got the flagship, the OG show, which me and Eric had for 7 years. We are the Philly podcast. Fridays we have the Orange and Black podcast, which is a podcast by Jamie Pascal, talking all things Flyers hockey. Then apparently we have a wrestling podcast, Off the Top Rope. When we have more information, I know it was out last week on our on our Broken Bell Network page. That's our guy Ty. After he interviews indie wrestlers. But we're still looking for podcasters. You can send us a 10 to 12 minute clip of why you want to talk about Philadelphia sports. If you want to talk anything else other than sports, or if you want to talk, listen, we're the Broken Bell Network. We're based out of Philadelphia. I have no problem putting you on this network if you're going to talk another team, but you better be good. Like, you better be energetic. It's ideal to have a co-host and a third chair, so that you have that third chair to kind of keep the flow going and keep it running. Like when I did the 10 Days on Patterson podcast, which was a Flyers podcast years ago with my two buddies, we all played hockey growing up. Those two played ice hockey. I played street hockey, and they played goalie. I played goalie. But, I know hockey. I'm not a purist like them two are. I was there for funny jokes and keeping it real. So if you think you have what it takes and you can, you can be a podcaster, you come on, you'll have access to 84,000 people on the Philly page. We're trying to grow the YouTube and the Facebook page. It's just hard. It's so hard. I need to fall. I need another thing to fall on my lap like last year.
It really is.
Barney, with the Barney video. But yeah, DM us at Philly Podcast on our Facebook page. DM us on Broken Bell Network. We generally try to reply to everybody. And like I said, send us a 10 to 12 minute clip, and we'll talk to you. You'll have the access that you won't generally get from other places. We're trying to build our network up. We're trying to build everyone up around us as well. Make sure you tune into the Drunk Phil's Fan podcast, which those guys are great. Check out Corner Pub Sports, which those guys are just fucking hilarious. Like, I don't know if you watch them that much, it's hard for me on Fridays now because I coach flag football. And they come on 8, and God bless them, they go on for 3 hours. Like,
yeah, those guys, they just go. And I like the fact that they sit there and the show stops, like the live goes off, and they just keep talking. They're like, yeah, whatever. Here's some bonus stuff. We're just going to keep on going. And they do it's every Friday night they do it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. They're so good. Such good guys.
Yep. Well, if you
And
got,
let's see what else we got. Quit Chasing on the Broken Bell Network too, right?
we got Quit Chasing. Those guys are funny. Danny and Alex. I like those guys. Those guys crack me up. So
I hope they're not watching right now because they're going to be so mad.
Nah, they're not going to be mad. But yeah, those guys are awesome.
I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
No, I know those guys are awesome, and like I said, we're all one big community. There's room for all of us. We don't fight with people. We don't blackball people. We support other podcasts. They support us. We got shout outs from Broad Street Misery. We get shout outs from Filthy and Philly. We get shout outs from the Broken Goblet Brewery, I think they're called. Like they share our stuff. So like
Broken Goblet, yeah.
You shout us out, we shout you out. Like it's what we do. Like I said, we're more than just a Philly and Eagles podcast. We had Holden Barter on, who is a up and coming Nashville country star. Like I said, we had Sean Selby on from Connor Sports. He is an author, and he wrote "No One Likes Us, but We Do Care." So that's a cheap plug for them, and I'll do it. But yeah, listen, we're friends. Whatever. Listen, we're gonna have what's his name on when the Eagles play Green Bay. Have Terrence Parsons on, Micah Parsons' brother. We've built our podcast up, and we're here to help anybody who needs the help. We're going to be on Fanatic Fringe Sports podcast, recapping the Denver Eagles game. It's, we all get along. And if you don't think we do, go back to our NFL draft coverage, where it is the longest podcast of the night, because we're on for 4.5, almost 5 hours.
Such a fun show. I love
really
it.
Is. And it's like one of those things. It's like, all right, me, you, and Keith can host. We bring up a topic, and then it's like, hold on.
Yeah. We just disappear.
Go fight. Let them do it. And it's great. It's great. It's great banter. It's like everyone gets to go back and forth. No one yells at each other. No one screams at each other. It's all in good fun. My goal is to try to have 32 teams on. That's hard. But, look at, we got the girl Nikki from
Nikki for the Giants.
For the Giants. One of the smartest females I've ever, you take away the female. She's one of the smartest when it comes to football that I've seen on social media. And people sit there and say, she's a girl, she doesn't know football. Bro, she knows a lot more football than a lot of people give her credit for. And I love that she just shuts people up on social media. Shout out to her.
She definitely does.
Good stuff she does. But yeah, it's, listen, we're all big social media family. We all get along. We're all going to argue on social media, but we all keep it clean, you keep it clear, and you just argue about sports. Let's go back to me hating you because of the team you root for. That's what I want. I don't like you because you root for the Cowboys. I don't like you because you root for the Eagles. I don't like you. That's what we need. That's what we need to. Let's get this country back in order. Other than that, that's all I got. Eric, you got anything else to add on my little emotional spiel?
Nah, man. I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head with everything. But I just want to tell everybody, go check us out on Facebook. We're 83,000 followers strong. I believe we're about 70 away from 84,000 followers. Just check us out. Look us up on there's our logo in the corner. Just type in the Philly podcast. You'll find us. We're also on X, as you can see here. It says @Philly Pod. We're really not on there that much, but we're there. We both have TikTok accounts. We're on Instagram. Both of us have Instagram accounts. Just look us up. But as always, go to the Broken Bell website for website. Excuse me, YouTube channel.
YouTube.
Click the like and subscribe buttons. You'll love it. There's daily updates with Tyler, our hype guy.
Yep.
I've never met a person that has so much energy in my life, and his little shorts are awesome. I edit them down. I produce them for him. But he does all the magic. It's all him off the top of his head. He's never scripted. It's all off his head. He just does it. He just does it in one shot, and he's good. But honestly, for everything, subscribe to us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on the Broken Bell Network channel for YouTube, which is at Broken Bell Network. And yeah, man, we're good. You can follow us. And also, you can listen to us on Spotify. We have the Broken Bell Network on Spotify. So every single show that we have, going from Hall of Fame Club podcast, Philly podcast, we're all on there. We're going to be getting the Orange and Black podcast on there. We're going to be getting the Off the Top Rope on there. We're going to be getting Quit Chasing on there. They're all going to be on there and getting exposure.
Eric has brought us back to Spotify.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
All right.
I can't keep doing the. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say it's like incredibly tough to kind of manage the Apple Podcasts and everything. I was like, screw it, we're sticking to Spotify. Like Broken Bell Network will be exclusive to Spotify.
All right. Well, that's all you have. I have 3 words for all of Philadelphia sports fans, and that is fuck the Mets.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's easy to sum it up. We talking about practice.
Because it's about as casual as it gets. What's the problem now?
That's a clown question, bro.
I think we ought to send them beating at least.
World champions!
Start playing with some jam in here. Let's go.
Philadelphia, looking as only you can look. Woo!
Here we go. I would have guaranteed that AJ would be the one that wants to